Welcome back, everybody, to the Family Success Secrets podcast. We are so excited to introduce to you today an absolutely amazing guest who is somebody that I admire and have gotten to know over the last few months and just can't wait to introduce to you. We are bringing to you today Kimberly Mahurin. She helps overwhelmed parents of children with special needs end fear and grow beyond just the diet and detox cycle to gain stability so that they can reach their family's highest potential faster and actually make it stick. She has some amazing, amazing things to tell you. So, Kimberly, welcome. We're so glad to have you today.
Welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So would you be able and willing to tell our audience a little bit about your backstory? What brought you to this place where you're so passionate to help families in this way?
Well, in short, I have a son that's 22 years old that people would say he's very high functioning, and he has eliminated all of his severe autism challenges. And I didn't find what I was doing. I didn't find all the answers I needed, the components of it, until he was 17 years old. That's how long it took me of rigorous research and just, going through periods of giving up and trying to get my hope back again and then jumping back on and, back and forth. It's been quite a heavy ride.
So that's really interesting that it took until he was 17 for you to really unlock this. A lot of parents don't ever figure it out. So what was that pivot point that helped you to realize that something needed to switch?
That needed to switch? I always knew something needed to switch, but when I look back, I think he was about 13, if I would look back in my notes, where I really realized how stuck we were, and that I had done 5 or 6 autism diets to the T, and it only took us so far. And we always ate well. We never stopped eating well. We just kind of took those habits on. But I knew there was just so much more missing. And he was way more impacted than he is today, of course, because then when he was 17 and I found what I needed to add on to the diet and detox stuff, it was like he just went like that. And he's just slowly keeps going, consistently growing. Yes. Oh, you found the toothpaste. Okay. I can't talk right now, but thank you for letting me know that. He was showing me, I got the toothpaste because I was looking for it and we couldn't find it. So he wanted to let me know, hey, I got the toothpaste. I just used baking soda.
What a good helper. I love that. That's awesome. So it's really exciting to me that you figured it out and that you guys have been able to make such steady progress and then move on even to share that with other families. So during all of that, I am sure that you have figured out certain things that work well for you, hence the name Method of Hope for your business that you'd use to help coach parents into being able to make this similar kind of progress. So what are a few things to kind of help our families understand maybe things they could start at home right now today?
Oh, gosh. Well, what Method of Hope is, it's a combination of 5 main, I guess you would call them keys or methodologies. So I've taken the methodologies and just pulled them all together in one place. And then what I realized is that everything that and this is a lifestyle. Okay. So whatever I teach, I live. I don't teach anything I don't live, right? But I do when I'm coaching parents, if they get stuck in a certain area and I think another expert would help them in the certain key that we need to get, these are not optional keys or foundational for every human being, right? Then I will refer out and say, well, how about we try to get you this way and get you support this way? So to take away, I would say the most important thing is to start to learn where I start everybody is how you're speaking to your child. We need to learn how to communicate verbally in a way that they understand we're coming from our heart center to their heart center. And this is really complicated, giving all of the trauma that they have endured and the trauma that the parents have endured. We have a lot of fear and anxiety that's totally clogging that up, right? And so I always recommend people go get Howard Glasser's book, The Nurtured Heart Approach, Transforming the Difficult Child. It has changed our life dramatically. And, that's the first thing that I would say, because it's not like you can take these methodologies and just shove them all at the kid all at once, right? Because they're all going to be, every family is going to be in a different spot, right? And different intensities and stuff like that. But what I want people to know is that our children need all of the things that typical children need, and every human being needs, right? These 5 keys. And if one of them is off base and there's too many gaps in one of them, it's going to affect all the others. Everything has to be learned. How can I do this in unison eventually? So there's some parents will have more skills to learn than others and more things to go through.
Okay.
Does that help?
Absolutely. I think that's very helpful. That gives parents a book they can immediately begin reading and implementing. And something I picked up on that I really, really liked that I want all the parents to hear also is that you said this can help every family. So this isn't something that you just have to have a special needs child to be able to use and implement. In fact, special needs families are sort of experts on dealing with any sort of stress because we have had to. And these things that we learn can be implemented in every family that's experiencing stress with amazing results. So I know when you and I were talking earlier, we were discussing just how this, when you mentioned it's a lifestyle, it really is a lifestyle that you can teach to all families. So they're welcome to check you out and come and see what you're teaching, whether or not they have a special needs child. And you bring so much heart and so much authenticity and so much love to all the people. When I have seen you working with people in groups and doing the lives that you do and the classes that you do, I mean, you really give of yourself. And so I hope everybody will know that if you check out Kimberly's page, you are not going to be sorry. She is amazing. She really has your best in mind and so much to offer. So Kimberly, where can they come to find you so that when they want to learn more, they can get signed up for your classes, they can get signed up on your page? Where can they find you?
The best place right now is Facebook. I have a Facebook group called Method of Hope, and it says free workshops for parents of children with special needs. So I've been running free workshops for the parents every 6 to 8 weeks. Right now, I'm kind of in a big learning curve. My coaches have me learning some more stuff because I have assessed it to see how can I get this out more clear. A lot of parents were missing the workshops because they just felt like they couldn't make it if they were depending on their stress levels and what was going on. So now I'm now running small, intimate boutique events, I call them, and I can run those every 2 to 3 a month. And then that's just usually like a 60 or 90 minute, I call it a master class.
Okay. That's so nice because that's really intimate and they can ask their questions.
Yeah. And I only take on 10 at a time.
Okay.
And it's on the Zoom. So for those parents that don't like to be in the Facebook groups, a lot of parents will keep private message me. Well, I don't like to be seen and making comments and stuff like that, so this is really intimate so that they could we're just a real small group, and then they tell me what their situations are before we go into the event, and then I can tailor the event specific to those 10 so that they really get a big pile of information that will help them.
That is so exciting. So the audience needs to know that we are going to have Kimberly back very soon to go into a more deep dive on what is Method of Hope and a whole lot more about Kimberly, so you can get to know her better and actually implement some of these amazing things that she has come up with in your life. So Kimberly, we are so excited to have you back, and thank you again for coming today. And we're really looking forward to our next interview with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes. We'll talk to you again very soon.
Okay.